It is a win for utility customers. It is a win for the environment. And now, as a community, we all can be proud that municipalities around the country are asking us to show them how we did it. We are moving Indianapolis forward in changing the model of government. And when I entered office, there was a backlog of 200 discrimination claims dating back to 2002 in the Office of Equal Opportunity. Back then, it took about 700 days to process a complaint. We cut the response time to about 100 days, and that backlog is now 0. Overall spending with minority-owned businesses has skyrocketed from $15 million in 2007 to $90 million last year. For women-owned businesses, it's jumped from $2 million in 2007 to over $44 million. Additionally, our city proudly boasts the highest number of monuments honoring our service women and men outside of Washington. But we did not have a single person whose sole job was to help veterans. In fact, we were the only county in the state not to have a veteran service officer, even though it was required by law. We changed that. Indianapolis now has such an officer, and we were the first city in the nation to implement a veteran-owned business program. Now, helping minority women and veteran-owned businesses is not just the right thing to do. It also cultivates the entrepreneurial spirit of our city. Those willing to take a chance on the promise of an idea deserve every opportunity to grow and to thrive and to create new jobs in their communities. Chris Barney is one of those entrepreneurs whose business is now thriving because he can compete for and win city business. We purchased 83 new trucks from his company, Team Cruiser Conversion. The result is Chris's business is benefiting, the people he employs are benefiting, taxpayers are benefiting because many of those new trucks are helping the Indy Snow Force clear our streets, and Chris's success allows him to give back to the community by helping students at Arsenal Technical High School become diesel mechanics. Now that's how it should work. And in so many ways, our primary mission is to better connect people with their city government. Many people join us each month for the Mayor's Night Out meetings, which are a huge success. You know how difficult it used to be to get an answer when calling the old Mayor's Action Center? No longer. You can now call or go online to make a report, get results, and even get a call back. And soon, you will be able to download an app on your iPhone. This app will even let you send pictures of potholes to us while the iPhone pinpoints the location using GPS. Now, how cool is that? Governing in the next decade will force us to place efficiency over blind loyalty to the ways of the past. It is time that we stand together and fight for the township government reform started by Mayor Richard Lugar and continued by Mayor Bart Peterson. It is time for local government to have the flexibility to shift our tax dollars to critical needs like our libraries. And it is time that we unlock the millions in unspent tax dollars collected by our townships. You have already paid the tax. Let's get the money out of the bank, put it to good use by paying down debt, reducing taxes, and investing in our community. And I thank the Indiana Senate for moving forward on our Township Government Reform Bill for Marion County. And as you know, making lasting reforms takes time and effort. The same is true when it comes to reforming public safety. We are working together to improve IMPD training policies and procedures, and we are on target for national certification of IMPD by 2013. And we are working to ensure that the faces of our city's first responders reflect those in the community that they serve. Last month, I received an 80-page report from a task force that I created in 2009 to improve diversity in the Department of Public Safety. And I want to thank Joe Slash, President and CEO of the Indianapolis Urban League, Reverend Richard Willoughby, pastor of the Promised Land Christian Community Church, and Bruce Henry, the city's Human Resources Director, for leading this initiative and proposing significant improvements to our recruitment, our hiring, our training, and our promotion practices. And some more good news. It's safer on the streets of Indianapolis. Homicides are at the lowest level since 1995. Violent crime is down, and total crime is down year over year. But it should not take the death of David Moore to remind us of the bravery and the dedication shown each and every day by the men and women who serve our community in and out of uniform. Officers who risk their lives to save people from drowning or jumping from a bridge. Men and women who push themselves to the point of exhaustion, moving the snow and melting the ice during two of the worst winters in a very long time. Our police officers, our firefighters, and our snow force are out there every day doing their job, and we honor all of them for their work. Now, recently, we have seen some violence downtown, and I'm going to be very plain-spoken here. I simply will not let a few wannabe thugs infect the heart of our city. IMPD is beefing up its patrols, and I want to thank the parents and the ministers and the community leaders like Donna Forbes, who have been acting as hall monitors at the mall and surrounding areas for years. But increasing police and community presence will only go so far. It's time for some straight talk to the very small group of parents who see fit to drop their kids off at places like the mall each weekend and sometimes wait until late at night to pick them up. If you don't do your job as a parent, then you should be held accountable if your child causes trouble. So tonight, I am directing the city prosecutor, Helen Marshall, to file civil complaint suit against the parents of minors who run afoul of the law. Parents can be held liable and fined for the actions of their children. This community needs you to be a full-time parent. IMPD and the mall are not your babysitters. Working together as a community is vital as we look toward the future of our great city. In less than 1 year, Indianapolis will shine on the world stage as we host the biggest one-day sporting event on the planet. Visitors and viewers from London, England to New London, Connecticut, from Versailles, France to Versailles, Indiana, will experience the vitality and hospitality of our city. 40 years ago, we charted a course to build the facilities and amenities that would attract people and major events like the Super Bowl to Indianapolis. It is clearly working, but now we must build upon it. The Super Bowl is not the culmination of our growth, but it is evidence of it. The next leg of our voyage also requires us to attract and keep people in our city. We must commit as a city to build our neighborhoods like we built our downtown and do the things which make our neighborhoods inviting for new residents, new ideas, and new hope. That requires neighborhoods with better infrastructure, better education, and better amenities. Basically, we must build an attractive urban environment. We are already making great strides in addressing the issue of crumbling streets and sidewalks. As local governments slash infrastructure spending across the nation, Indianapolis is bucking that trend. From Township Line Road to County Line Road, Pendleton Pike to Pike Plaza, neighborhood by neighborhood and block by block, Rebuild Indy is transforming the city around us for the better. Families near Frog Hollow no longer have to pray that every rain spares their homes from flooding. Folks in Franklin Township rave about driving on all new roads. Alleys and sidewalks are connecting people in the heart of our city. And in just a few months, we will finish the beautification of Martin Luther King Boulevard, combining the rich history of that area and the legacy of Dr. King into one of the finest monuments of its kind in the nation.